Anadolu'nun zengin kültürel mirası, binlerce yıllık gastronomi serüveni, farklı ülkelerden diplomatlar, ünlü şeflerle asırlık tariflerin izinde mutfağa giriyor.
Yes.
Mutfağın elçileri, Türk mutfağının geleneksel lezzetlerini pişiriyor. Atıksız, sağlıklı ve zamansız tarifler, Cumhurbaşkanlığı himayesinde ve Sayın Emine Erdoğan öncülüğünde Kültür ve Turizm Bakanlığı desteğiyle hazırlanan Asırlık Tariflerle Türk Mutfağı kitabından seçildi. Türk mutfağı bu kitapla sınırları aşıp dünyaya açıldı. Artık her yıl 21-27 Mayıs tarihleri arası tüm dünyada Türk Mutfağı Haftası olarak kutlanıyor.
Merhabalar, ben Haziran. Bugün aslında biraz heyecanlıyım çünkü her zaman söylediğim, en sevdiğim mutfaklardan biri olan Meksika mutfağının bir nevi tek tencerede Türk mutfağıyla karışımını deneyeceğiz. Hem de bunu Meksika İstanbul Başkonsolosu Isabel Arvide ile yapacağız. Bir yandan Anadolu mutfağının malzemeleri, bir yandan Anadolu mutfağının teknikleri, bir yandan da Meksika mutfağıyla alakalı çok güzel bir sohbetimiz olacak. Ben alışverişimi yaptım bile. İsterseniz gidip hemen hanımefendiyle tanışalım.
Welcome. So nice to have you here. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, madam.
Long way. Thank you.
Thank you
Let me
for
help
having
with
me.
this. Oh, and
I
all
can
these
leave them
things.
here.
Perfect.
And
We can go here.
all
We
right,
put it
I will
here.
just leave it here as well. Okay,
Perfect.
let's go. How are you?
Very happy to have you at home.
Thank you very much.
Really.
I'm very happy to be here as well because Mexican cuisine is one of my favorites. I always say that.
For me too.
I can imagine.
I miss so much.
And
I
it is
like
quite similar to, in some cases, to
Yes.
Turkish cuisine as well. The amount and the ingredients, the spices, there is some similarities as well. So, do you enjoy Turkish food?
Yes, I love it.
Which,
Yes.
which is your favorite?
Oh, I can have all kind of kebabs.
Do you
for
like the
example,
kebabs, or-
Yes, and everything that you, and all the sweets, all desserts, of course, that you have. Wonderful, no?
And my favorite is your all colorful moles, and especially mole negro.
You know,
one of my
you
favorites.
know that we have a lot of moles by
Yeah.
color and by city and by the way that we make it. The good one is made it by hand, chili by chili by
In
chili.
the, what was the thing that you...
Molcajete.
Exactly, mojete. Do you like cooking?
I like very much cooking,
Okay.
and I miss cooking because here I live alone, and I think that is very sad to cook for yourself, no?
Exactly.
I like to cook for my family, for my friends, for a lot of people.
I also don't like to cook for myself only. I need to have a guest or someone or my
Yes.
family. Exactly. Because food is something that becomes more delicious when you share it.
I learned to cook with my grandmother,
Okay.
and I learned to feel the pleasure to cook for a lot of people because she cooks like that way, no? And you know that we have a very big party in Christmas, a big dinner on the 24th, no? So they start to cook in my home. They start to cook 1 week before, no?
I was there while you were celebrating the freedom of Mexico. I can't remember the day, but
Yes, 15th of September.
15th of September.
Also,
and
we
it
have a
was
lot
like
of-
everywhere was like your flags and everything.
Yes.
And the food actually was representing your flags as well.
Yes.
Everything was red,
And
green, and
September
white.
is the time of chile en nogada. That is a pepper, but it has to be a hot pepper.
Yep.
And it's that's the green, and they have the nut, the nogada, the sauce that is white, and they put the granada inside.
Exactly.
That you have a lot. no?
Exactly. Pomegranate.
Yes, pomegranate.
Actually, we can talk about what we were talking just now was about the sustainability of the world's cuisines.
Yes.
Because if we don't make the original recipe and if we start changing the,
We are going to lose a lot.
we're going to lose a lot. And maybe not the next generation, but the other generation after that will eat a different, I don't know, a brie soup. If they always make it for tourists, or maybe in only homes that you will eat the
Or make
authentic
it, they
Mexican
want
food.
the flavor they have in a home when nobody cooks.
Yeah,
That's
because
terrible.
it's your
Yes.
grandmother's secret
Yes.
recipe.
Yes.
She makes something else and she use that spice a little bit more, or maybe cook that spice a little bit more, and the whole aroma and the
Yes,
taste will
I
change.
have a very good fight to have the recipe of my grandmother, and I handmade it and I keep it with me,
Oh,
with
nice.
a lot of cooking books that I have it.
This is also the week that we celebrate the Turkish cuisine, and because of this week, we made this book, and I've choose a recipe from that book for
Very
you.
good.
It's a very known soup in Turkey, which is a soup called ezogelin. If you directly translate it, ezo is a name, and gelin means bride, so ezo bride, if you say it. It's quite
I like it.
I'm not asking if you like spicy food. I think you like
Yes,
spicy food.
yes.
I also love spicy food, so we're gonna change the recipe a little bit and make it a little bit more spicy, so it will make it
wonderful.
warmer.
Yes.
Okay, should we start then?
Yes, please.
All right, so we are going to make this beautiful soup from Turkey, and it has this lovely recipe here in this book, Timeless Tastes of Turkey, and they translate it as the spicy lentil soup. And since you're Mexican, and since I thought that you would like spicy food, I just wanted to make it some extra spicy.
Oh, wonderful.
So the ingredients are quite simple and basic. We have the red lentils, we have rice. Rice will give it extra texture to the soup and will make it extra nutritious. I found some Mexican peppers for you, some lemon, some pepper flakes from Turkey as well, some dried mint, some cumin, some garlic. We have some onion, tomato paste, and some chili paste, and some butter, obviously. And I have a little surprise for you. Those are
I am
some
looking at that. I can't believe it. You
homemade-
have tortillas.
Exactly, homemade tortillas, and I'm gonna actually want to show how Turkish food and the Mexican food are quite similar to each other. And we're gonna make some tacos.
Wonderful.
I made like a mole as well, some sour cream, some jalapenos, some coleslaw, and we have cocorech here. Have you ever tried this?
No, never.
Because some friends over Mexico, when they came here, and they loved it, and they said we must have it in Mexico. So I'm just
Very
thinking
good.
what you're gonna thought.
And
always.
first, can I do whatever the child in Mexico do?
Yeah,
And my
sure.
grandson do it and love it to see. We call a salt, taco of salt.
Okay.
And they love it to do like this, you see? You have to do like this.
Oh, nice. It has just salt, nothing else.
That's the name.
All right.
Salt taco.
Salt taco.
Wonderful tortillas.
Thank you. Thank you. So I heard that you're a journalist, and this is your first post as a consulate here. So do you like Istanbul?
I love Istanbul. I love that you can have the ocean just for you all the time. I love a lot of things of Istanbul. I hate the traffic like everybody. I hate the taxis like everybody, but I think it's a wonderful city.
Especially this part of the Istanbul is quite not that great in traffic. And have you been traveling in Turkey?
All over, I love it.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. All the history of all over the world is here.
Oh,
if you want to know something from the Greeks, from the Romans, for any ancient civilization, you have to come to Turkey.
So you like traveling, huh?
Yes, I like it very much.
Also like
and I like to swim, I like to go. It's a very rich country with a lot of different cultures together.
Exactly. And actually the whole Anatolian food and the food from Turkey is actually the mix and match of that whole cultures that has been lived here. Yes. And they brought some ingredients, some of them brought some cooking techniques. And the thing that we call Turkish cuisine is the mix of all of them.
That's why it's so rich.
Exactly. And just like in Mexico, like all the different regions of Turkey has their own cuisine actually. Yes. Like your Oaxaca has like the, I don't know, hometown of tacos, I think for me.
Yes.
And Turkey has all that different areas which has their own specific food. So why do you want to choose to be a journalist? Because my father is also a journalist.
I always know that I want to write. And I have to find a way to earn money writing because I cannot sell a poem or a novel or something like that. So when I start 45 years ago. You start like an apprentice. In the redaction of the newspaper, you go and you say, I want to be a journalist. Can I learn how to be here? And you start to do everything, works that nobody wants to do, no? That's what I like cooking.
Apprentices are always like that, in the kitchen as well.
Yes,
if you want to be a good cook, you need to start from apprentice.
Yes, that's what I learned. And I had 20 books published, and I travel all over the world making reporters, and I travel with 6 presidents in my country. So it has been a rich life. I like it. And I like it that the president that is very generous with me decided to send me here. We have a tradition, Mexican tradition, to use writers, intellectuals, academics, whatever, in abroad, no? In the embassies or the consulates. Now tell me, how is to be a chef in Istanbul?
It's lovely, and
because you came from South Africa, you live in South Africa a lot of time, no?
I live in Cape Town for 11 years, and I start my whole chef career in South Africa. And it was one of my favorite decisions that I made for myself, because South Africa is also a mix of all different cultures.
Yes.
Because it was people from Holland came, and then they brought Malaysians as slaves with them. And then English people came, they brought people from India. There's Germans, there is South Africans, the native ones. Yeah, quite a lot of different cultures, just like melted in one pot in South Africa, just like in Anatolia, in Turkey. Yes. So it was like hard in the beginning because, you know, I worked there for 8 years, then I came to Istanbul, and I just like I had been offered to be a chef of a newly opening restaurant, and since I didn't know all the suppliers and stuff, it was hard in the first, but then it's my country, you know. And I'm originally from Ankara, actually. I've been living in Istanbul for last 12 years now. Let's do my favorite thing and let's cook.
Let's go.
Okay. Like every single delicious food, you need to start from the basics, and our basics is going to be some butter, added some potatoes to give an extra texture and thickness to the soup. And then my onions, some garlic. You use garlic quite a lot in your food as well, right?
We also do it. Onion and garlic.
Onion
always.
and garlic.
It's in all the kitchen in Mexico.
Now I'm gonna add a little bit of rice. A little bit more butter, and can you please stir
Yes, of course.
it? All right. Now we have our Mexican peppers, like chilies. Right now, we're gonna add our lentils.
Lentils. We don't have these lentils in Mexico,
Yeah, you have the black ones.
only.
Right now, all the rice and the lentils are boiled. Potatoes are soft right now, and it's a lovely lentil soup. But you want to do ezogelin. It's going to be a spicy lentil soup.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a spoon of pepper paste, and then some tomato, some cumin. Right now, what I need something to melt my butter. And in this point, what I'm gonna do is,
Lemon.
I'm gonna add just the skin of the lemon. So they can give a nice aroma as well. One more garlic to it. Okay, we have blended our soup. There's a nice thick texture right now. So you just bring the boil,
Yes.
the butter, and then I want to add, which is one of the,
What's that?
it's dried mint.
Oh, my God.
It's called nane. And when it's dried, it's a whole different smell. Some chili flakes, what we call it pul biber. All right, as soon as you smell the
Yes.
burnt, a little bit burnt meat. All right, now our soup is almost ready. What we need to do is, we need to squeeze 1 or 2 lemons into it, which is in Turkish limon. Lemon is limon.
Like Mexican, like Spanish,
Yeah.
limon. But we call limon to the green one, the small one.
Oh, really?
This
And
is
lime?
lima. For us, it's lima.
Okay.
Lime.
Limon is lime'dan. I'm gonna add a little bit of mint because I think it just goes very well with the soup taste. While you serve in a restaurant or while your guest came, you just burn a little bit of more butter. You know, while you're eating, have you tried Iskender? Iskender
Yes,
kebab?
yes, yes, yes.
They pour some butter to it. So I'm gonna make
The
this.
same way.
And this is ezogelin. Ezogelin made a little bit in a Mexican way.
Yes.
So what can it
Very
be?
spicy. Very good. Oh, look that. Wonderful.
Too hot now.
Very good.
Thank you.
Hot, very hot also.
While you are enjoying your soup, I'm gonna start like it. Spicy.
Very spicy, Mexican spicy,
Mexican spicy.
but wonderful.
Lovely to hear that. Now I'm gonna start making the cockroach tacos.
Agree 100% that to cook is a act of love and also an act of artist. You have to improvise everything. You have to put yourself in whatever you are doing. As you see, chef is not taking measures of nothing. He was taking a little of this, a little more, a little more. Why? Because he feels it, what is going to happen when he put this. So I always congratulate myself that my grandmother teach me how to cook, because it's only not how to cook like you read the recipe and do the same. It's the feeling of what is the flavor of everything and how magic you can do something with all this flavor. And that's what the chefs do. He reinvented today. He make a new soup with the same ingredients.
While you're away, I'll chop the cockroach that I brought, some chilies.
Good. No oil?
And it's already cooked.
Okay.
It's cooked in like almost 2 hours over fire.
Okay.
Now what we're gonna do is we just need to warm them up to bring that fat out of it. And I'm gonna warm my tacos. Tortillas. So we need to add some salt. I also like salty food. Some cumin. That's how actually we eat the taco. And not the taco, the cockroach. Make sure it's nice and warm. Then I will start preparing my tacos. It's cockroach, the meat that we are going to eat here. But I call this dish tacoreach, combining of cockroach and taco.
Perfect.
So I made almost like a chili sauce with some almonds in it, so it might remind you of
My sauce, my miss sauce. Sauce I miss so much.
some coleslaw. It's basically just cabbage and yogurt and a little bit of sour cream. I will add a little bit of sour cream on top and some jalapenos. And to finish, a little bit of lemon. So this
Very
is
special taco.
Yeah.
Very, very special.
It's a Turkish influenced taco.
Perfect. Wonderful. Very, but very hard also.
Again. Then those are real Mexican
Oh,
chilies.
really hard. Huh?
Those
But
are
very
then
good.
really Mexican chilies.
Yes, yes, this was a hard chili. Oh, I love it. I love to see tortillas and this sauce, and it is the only man in Turkey that I am so sure about that eat more chili than myself. He was so hot the food he make it because he likes, he understands the chili flavor. That's wonderful.
And I'm glad that
Very
you
good.
had it here, have us here. I really had fun. Thank you very much.
I love it. Thank you. Thank to you.
And say hello to all my Mexican friends and my Mexican brothers and sisters.
Thank you a lot. I love all day long. I love to speak with a chef that knows so much about my country, about Mexico. I love to cook. It was very, very, very nice. We say it in Spanish, fue una gozada. It was really a pleasure. It was a beautiful day. Un día maravilloso. Gracias.